Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the instant match reaction. Arsenal 5, Everton 1. What an absolute shit show. What an absolute disgrace from everyone involved at Everton. Well, nearly everyone involved at Everton football today. Just an utter farce from beginning to end today. When we got beat by Spurs, I think, did Sam Allardyce say we have to be more built? Well, he definitely said we have to be more boring, and I'm sure he said this can't happen again. Well, it's just happened again, and it was probably worse. Just an absolutely disgraceful performance again. The lineup was confusing, overcomplicated, made players' jobs harder than they needed to be. When confidence is not massively high. 5 at the back. What the fuck is that all about, please? Who on earth plays 5 at the back as an actual 5 with fullbacks that don't go forward? What the fuck is that about? What kind of tactic is that? It's something you'd expect to see a lower league side do when they come up against a team in the FA Cup or something. And even they probably don't do it. Even they probably think that's their one chance. It's utter fucking garbage. You can't play like that against teams. When we've played well this season, or when we've defended well, or when we've dug it out like we did at Anfield, or when we went to Newcastle, we didn't play 5 at the back. We played 4 and snuffed it out in midfield and got numbers ahead of our defence. You know, you're just inviting teams to come and camp in your box when you do that. I'm not saying, you know, there's got to be a middle ground. Listen, I've said myself, I don't want Everton to go into games like this and be wide open and leave too much space. But that's the other end of the spectrum. That today, that's not even... That to me strikes like a manager who thought, we can't win here today, and I want to rest him for next week when we've got a big game against Palace. He said himself, games against the big teams don't matter. They don't matter. They don't affect the table. The games that affect the table are games that you're playing teams around you. But surely confidence is affected by that. Surely the way players feel about playing under a manager. Surely the fans, how the fans feel about the players and the manager is hurt. And surely just being a fucking laughingstock of the league matters as well, and having pride matters, because none of those players in that first half, by maybe Walcott and Umanias, can take any pride out of that. It's an absolute fucking shit show, and it's led by that fucking mug in the middle of the park, Morgan Schneiderlin. Oh my god, he should never ever pull on an Everton shirt again. Obviously, Highbury, Arsenal was the scene of when the fan run on and grabbed the Niako shirt and asked them to swap. Well, you know what? It felt like that was going to happen today, because Morgan Schneiderlin is an absolute disgrace. He hides in the middle of the park, pretending to look busy while letting the game go on around him. He does not give a fuck about this club. And as soon as Sam Allardyce understands that, instead of fucking playing him because he's, he looks like a Premier League player and he acts like a Premier League player. He's not a Premier League player. He's a fucking disgrace. Tom Davies came on second half and showed them what you're supposed to do. Showed you how you have pride in your shirt. How you're supposed to influence a game of football by actually fucking tackling. 3 tackles we achieved in the whole of that first half, and we had 7 defensive players on. That's a fucking disgrace. A disgrace. The only players who seem to want to have a go today were the attacking-minded players. Barbalassi, who was fucking terrible. It's not good enough. It's not good enough to put players out on a pitch like that and not expect them to do something. The first 20 minutes, the players just didn't look like they had a clue. Keane, who looked so much more comfortable playing a 4-4-2, knowing his job, looked absolutely shell-shocked. Mangala, who's been at the club for 3 days, didn't have a clue. Just didn't have a clue what to do. Martina, who's not a left back, we've established this, playing as something else today. John Joe Kenny, again, playing as something he's not today. It just complicates people's you know, people's performances that they don't need it. They need this. Remember when he came in and said, "Oh, we're just going to simplify it." How is that simplifying it? How is that simplifying it for players? In midfield, and then you've got Snyder in front of him, who's just the invisible man. Garner running around like a lunatic. Blassie can't get on the ball. Walcott isolated. Nias isolated. Absolute fucking shit show, and the damage was obviously done. The fourth goal was clearly offside. It's a fucking disgrace. Let me say that as well, but I'm not going to go over the top about that. Second half, we come out and obviously we put Davies on, and immediately you seen the difference. An extra man in midfield, someone snapping a heel, someone putting it about, someone getting hold of the ball and using it. No matter what people feel about Tom Davies, he wants to do that. He can do that, and he shows fucking Snyder to be the absolute fraud he is. Dominic Calvert-Lewin comes on, immediately scores a goal, immediately makes an impact. Play him and another striker up front. Nias can't play up on his own. Tosin probably needs some help if he does play. Play Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's got some idea of how to play football, how to play up front on your own, how to hold the ball up. Play them two up front. Have a go. Because that is embarrassing. Doesn't bring Sigurdsson on, doesn't bring Rooney on. That smacks to me like Palace is the only game he's interested in. Absolute fucking embarrassing for all those fans who went down there today. Sold out again. And those fans have to witness that. A manager just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. And the sooner we get to 40 points and we get him out of our club, the better. Because he's not the future. He's not the future at all. And we need to get a plan in place. Look, Ademola Lookman today comes on, scores in the 89th minute, wins the game for Leipzig. People are going scratching their heads. Why the fuck is Bolasie playing ahead of Lookman? What does Bolasie bring to this side that Lookman couldn't bring to it, or Lookman couldn't bring on in the last 15 minutes coming off the bench? Fucking short-term thinking again by this football club. Forcing good play like him out of the club. No wonder the lad was desperate to get away when he's got a fucking dinosaur as the manager. Who just wants to have a lad on the wing who's big and strong and will run round for a bit. Or having a lad in the middle of the park who's big and strong and run round for a bit. I'm not saying, and I've said myself, I don't think Lookman's a starter. But you get him on the pitch and you say, go do something for me, lad. Go and earn your place. The whole club is just, for me. What I hate about it is everyone's coming off Wednesday night and there's good feeling and you just think, go out there today, lads, and have a go. And we know what? It's Arsenal away. Our ambitions are not massive, but go out there and have a go for us and just see what happens. No. Sent them out there to die on their asses. The players are a disgrace. Most of them. But you're setting them up to fail. That's what I don't understand. You are setting those players up to fail. And that to me is unforgivable. And the younger players in the ass make a show of everyone else. And that's another thing. What did he say? Arsenal, they're not that good at the back. Well, have a go at them. Play with some kind of system that has a go at them. Absolutely embarrassing from everyone involved. And then you're expecting fans to be up for next week. Oh, Palace at home, or you're expecting the players to be up for it. You made 7 changes from a winning side, or whatever it was. How are players supposed to get relationships going with the players around them if you're swapping and changing every fucking 5 minutes? Just leave a team in there and see what happens. Or make a team more solid by making a couple of changes. Don't go to fucking 5 at the back that nobody likes, that no one can play. As I say, I just don't think he give a fuck about today. I really don't. I don't think he give a fuck. And he's made changes, but it's just nothing. It's the same way Martinez went to Anfield and laid down and doesn't give a fuck. It's exactly the same today. There's no difference. There's no difference. You've gone to a team that you've just got no ambition of beating, and you've just said, go on then. We'll make it easy for you. It's exactly the same case. And as I say, as soon as we get to 40 points and we can just start planning for the future now, then the better, because You'll have done your job, and that's it. You can go. You can take your 6 million and you can fuck off. Because fans pay a lot of money to watch Everton play. People have paid a lot of money today to go and watch, and that's what they're served. Utter shite. Utter shite. You can see all the planning was for the Leicester game, and this was an afterthought. And when you see some of the players the way we played today, that's why people love Seamus Coleman. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. And it's only been tempered by a slightly better second half performance. Because, honest to God, if I'd done this video at half time, fucking hell. God knows what I would have said. Don't think Everton would have ever let me through the doors again. Utter shambles. We as fans have got to live with that for the next, for the rest of the week. And it just puts that seed of doubt in your mind again. And you know what? I felt sorry for Theo Walcott, let me just say as well. I thought he played well. Probably should have scored in the chance in the first half. And he's taken off. And how embarrassing must that be? Taken off when his team's that shite. Thankfully, the Arsenal fans give him a great reception. But I would just be embarrassed if I was him thinking, what have I just signed on to here? I'm not going to go on because what's the point? Anyway, keep an eye out for my player ratings. Baz's instant reaction and Baz's 3 points from today, if you can take 3 points. Shambolic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.